Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr in the next round, where we go on with our priority assignment. All the preparations for the transport of the relic have been completed. Unfortunately, the forces of the Crusade haven't been able to break through to the Triumphant, and the ship can't remain secure for very long. We must begin the evacuation operation without delay. Immediate decision required. Although Analytica has narrowed the feasible tactical options to the following decisions: break out from the ship and create a temporary landing site for an airlift. Launch and concentrated assaults toward the nearest allied battalion with all available forces. Orchestrate a diversionary assault. There is definitely some grammatical mistake in there, with a decoy, and sneak the relic out of the back door. No, I will go with A or B, and I think I go with B, so let's start. Briefing. All the preparations for the transfer of the relic have been completed. Unfortunately, the forces of Crusade haven't been able to break through the... Okay, that is Did I press cancel? Yes, obviously, sorry. So, let's go on. The briefing. Siege. We have identified the weakest sections along the enemy lines and concentrated our forces as best as we could. Now we only need to charge with determination, push through the enemy lines. Objectives: there are 4 fortified areas occupied by enemy forces. Your task is to capture all 4 by clearing them of all enemies. Capture all fortified zones.
Thorn speaking. The enemy has dug in at multiple strong points over the battlefield. Mount an assault and take them one by one. When the Imperial banner flies high, you will get reinforcements at your current position. Revel in carnage, Inquisitor.
Will do. Thank you very much. That will do. And if you have seen the last episode, if not, then go back, please. I know it's getting old there, but I love the different kind of settings. Although, as you have seen, you have oftentimes very similar animation types with, or if it's the same unit. It doesn't look nice, but I can say okay with that. But in the end, I have to say, look at this little map. Compare it to the map of the last episode. Something completely different. The setting, and then being in the dawn or at night with the little fog in the air. It looks absolutely amazing, and that is what I think Newcore Games has done pretty well. Love that.
Overran and butchered without mercy. Adjust into the vial. The strong point is ours. Move on.
Alright. We, of course, will move on with no problemo. I'll take the artillery strike with us. May not necessarily necessary, but it helps out in heartbreaking points. I was a little bit confused for a second there that the enemy point or captured point actually did not have any champion in it. Normally there's at least a Chaos Space Marine lurking around, or sometimes even something bitter, yes, bitter as well. I of course meant bigger. So there we have it. Let's call down the artillery strike. You have seen it has done a good amount of damage.
Another enemy position taken. Deny the spent flesh and aching wounds. Onwards to victory.
A fun fact is that this mission feels a little more... It feels easier than the last episode, although I always think that the siege scenarios are a little bit more difficult because, you know, the enemies you need to kill are actually fortified, which is a little bit of a difference to the data hunt missions where you basically are just being attacked by the enemy. So that is weird, but fun fact, I'll take it. So maybe for a change? No. Okay, it's of course a trap. Why? In the last couple of rigs, that is the sad part, and I need to kill all of them because they would kill off our reinforcing Imperial Guardsmen. In the last few weeks I only have traps in there. That is not only frustrating, but I would like to have or to find some cool loot again there. Although loot wise it hasn't been very good the last dozens of episodes, I think. Not the greatest of items, but anyhow, I still wait for the patch end of July. I think July it was, so still quite a lot of time to a lot of time will go by until we have the patch with us, but I hope for good things with the patch. And maybe we even make it until or to level 80, so to say.
This fortified zone is finally ours. Blessed be the God Emperor. Capture the next one.
Will do, will do. And on the way, I of course will pick up this little multi-melter. Although, sadly enough, I would like to use the multi-melter, but in the end, it won't be at the power rating or at the damage we want it to be, sadly enough. I have used in a couple of episodes the multi-melter as well, and was surprised. I was really surprised by its AoE capabilities, which I before was always like, it has no AoE capabilities. Yes, it has, and they are great. I'm not sure whether they are as good as with the plasma cannon we currently have equipped, which I know sometimes I'm just not using it, like in this mission. You just, the autogun does enough damage at that power rating, but the AoE capabilities of the plasma cannon are... Did I say can? I meant, of course, gun, are just astonishing. So on the one hand, where did those guys come from and where are they running? Why did they not attack us, is my little question. Anyhow, we just storm the target. We have, a hell brute and 2 artillery strikes available, which I of course will gladly use. What I can always say, what I enjoy about the hell brute, it does AoE damage, and not only with its charge, but with its cannon shots as well. So
you gave them death generously. My compliments.
Thank you very much. So, as with every episode, in the end we of course take a quick look at the items we have received. Maybe some upgrades, I hope, of course, and we may have a debriefing, of course. If we would, that would be great, but still not certain about that. Okay, item-wise, well, don't know. Alright, debriefing. We have successfully broken through enemy lines and met up with Crusade forces. Commanders are working together to consolidate our lines and delay the enemy advance. It looks like the escort taking the relic will be able to get away to safety. Operation successful. Final words. The relic has been kept from the clutches of the arch enemies. News of this victory can now be spread with to bolster the morale of innumerable Imperial subjects. We have turned a colossal disaster into a shining example of courage and conviction. The possibility that the ship's crash was caused by sabotage has been raised. The Ecclesiarchy Committee has been assembled to examine the possibility. Alright, let's see. Okay, there we could just go on with the mission. So, it is not yet through. Okay, we have the assignment result. So, sometimes there is just a little bit of a delay in there. I don't know why, of course. Alright, and we have a new tarot card. That of course is quite cool. We of course take a quick look now at the items we have received. The Purity Seal. I'll do something about a attribute swap there in order to use it. 144, but I think all of them are. Alright guys, then we take a quick look at the tarot. This one is new. What does it do? Effect: creates a siege mission with 100% HP for enemies, rewards 50 chance to gain a relic, purity seal, or a signum. Great. Right, guys, we are now at the end of this episode, and you know it, I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this episode, guys, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day, stay frosty, bye.